Hello guys and welcome to my channel. If today is your first time coming across my channel, kindly do me a favor to hit the subscribe button and put on the notification bell. Today I am just going to teach you a simple scalping strategy. A simple scalping strategy that you are going to apply when the conditions are in place. Is that clear? Once the conditions are intact, that is when you are going to apply the strategy. And please note that you are scalping it. You are scalping. So except probably you have knowledge about forex trading before now, then that is why you can decide to hold your trade based on other information you have about the trading skills. That is when you can decide to hold longer. But if you are new, this strategy is mainly for scalping. Is that clear? So we can use it for buying and selling. Now it require a little bit technical analysis. That means it require you do some analysis before taking your entry. And these analyses are not something too um huge for you to do. So now I'm going to explain a sell situation and a buy situation for you. So let's proceed. How do we go with the sell situation? When you put up these whole settings like this, I'm going to show you the settings. I just want you to pay attention because some of you immediately we show you the settings, you end up skipping the rest. You assume you know it and you end up skipping the rest information, which is very wrong. So whichever pair you are trading, once the setup is intact on it, that means after putting all these settings and you've switched to that particular pair, the first thing you should do is go to the daily time frame. Now, when you come to the daily time frame, you want to know what to do next. You're looking for opportunity on what to do next. Is that clear? So now today, as at when I'm recording this video, is 24th of December. So if I want to trade this pair based on analysis, right? I'm going to use yesterday candle and today candle to scalp. And how am I going to do that? Now let me zoom out a bit so that you get to understand what I'm about to explain to you now clearly. Now, the early hour of today, this thing it is usually safe to do it at the early hour so that when you miss opportunity, you don't go back trying to um, force entries. No. So yesterday candle is this bearish candle here, right? So since it's today now, I want to trade today. I'm looking for opportunity to scalp the market for today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the top of that yesterday candle. So I'm just going to use my horizontal lines here, shift it to the top, right? Immediately I shift it to the top, then I take the other one, move it to the bottom of that same yesterday candle. So when I'm done like this, before this candle start printing all this move for today, this one you can see right here, or this candle, before it start printing all the move, I will have go to the 15-minute time frame, right? I'll be looking for opportunity. Now, how do you look for opportunity? You look for buying opportunity if price cross above this candle here. If price crossed above that line there, the opportunity you'll be looking for is if price eventually comes back and fall in close below that trend line, right? In your 15-minute time frame. After it has crossed above it, let's immediately wake up today, price went up and crossed above it. So you only look for sell opportunity when price comes inside it and then the confirmation for sell aligns in your 15-minute time frame. But for today, we notice that price didn't cross above yesterday high, rather price crossed above yesterday low, right? So immediately price close below yesterday's low. Our target is we'll go to the 15-minute time frame and look for opportunity to take buy. So which means today being 24th of December, at the early hour, we'll be looking for a little opportunity to scalp the market for buy entry. Now, I will take you to 15-minute time frame and see if we get that privilege to scalp or take a buy entry. So once you have highlighted it like this, make sure you do this at the early hour of the day. Now, if you are trading synthetic indices, your previous day candle will drop exactly 1 a.m. So any activity after 1 a.m. is the activity of today. So immediately is 1 a.m., 5 minutes past 1 a.m. You can now do this analysis by putting a horizontal line at the top and at the bottom of the last candle that dropped before the continuation of the new candle. Is that clear? So once it's 1 a.m., the candle of all the activity of yesterday is concluded. So anything maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes past 1 a.m., any activity after that is the activity of the new day. So now let's go to 15-minute time frame and see if we will have gotten opportunity to buy or scalp for buy for today. So now you scroll to 15-minute time frame. Now when you come to 15-minute time frame, I want to zoom in, right? So this activity of today started from here. Make sure you have your line separator. You see all these tiny lines, this straight tiny line. This is line separator. Anything that starts after it is the activity of today. So this candle here, you can see that price came and closed. This was where yesterday activities. This was the lowest point price got to yesterday, right? Let me show you again. This was where the lowest point price got to yesterday. Sorry, this was the lowest point price got to yesterday. It made a pullback up before today activity started, right? But eventually price broke below it. This is the low of today. And immediately price break below that blue line, which is the low of yesterday, right? We are looking for only buy opportunity. That is our aim. Now, how do we get the confirmation for buy? The confirmation for buy is this. On 15-minute time frame, don't forget we are scalping. First thing, we want to see price. You see this line, this blue line in your window too, right? This blue line. Immediately it crosses above minus 50. Please watch out. I will show you the settings later. You see this minus 50 here? Immediately price cross above minus 50 here. It indicates that there's a momentum for buy, but that doesn't give you the opportunity to open buy immediately right here. No. Your confirmation comes in on your main chart. Now, on your main chart, you will notice that price crossed inside this red line. Immediately price crossed inside that red line and even did a retest, a little retest. You can see it. Immediately price crossed inside that red line, and that is where you open buy. As price is closing inside that red line, you open buy. Your stop loss can be, since you are using 15-minute time frame, you can put it at the swing low. But if you want to manage risk, or probably you want to make the stop loss tight, then you can put it at this point. You can put your stop loss at this swing low, or if you want to manage you want to make it tighter, you put it below that point, then you hold. Now you holding is once you make a good profit, right? Once you make a good profit, that means watch out for this line to touch level 90 or level 80. You should out of the market. You should be what? Out of the market. Because only this move alone can give you close to $3 or $2 for a single trade. Because you are scalping. You close and come out immediately. Then you wait for another opportunity for tomorrow or next. If you apply this strategy and you are not greedy, you're definitely going to see outcome. right? Now we have been able to analyze it all the way from the daily time frame to this point. Now, for more confirmation that you taking your entry here is safe, after using both your window 1 and your main chart. When you check your window 2, you will notice that the green line, which is the positive DI of the ADX, is above level 25, which increases the probability that price is definitely going to what? Buy, right? Which increases the probability that price is definitely going to buy. Now, what is the psychology of us waiting for price to go below the previous day low and giving us a confirmation like this before taking entry? Now, when price go below the previous day low and then later give us the confirmation, it simply means price has taken out the external liquidity. So what price is going in to do is take out the internal liquidity, either to proceed with the continue with the trend downward, or to eventually change the trend to bullish. But we are not concerned about what price want to do from that point. What we want to do is leverage on how we can add this two information from the daily time frame down to the entry parameters on your 15 minutes. This strategy apply to any pair. Go and backtest. Right? We are not depending solemnly on the indicators now. We are also doing some analysis even from a very solid um area area or point of view, which is the daily time frame for scalper, right? So when you do it, you notice that if you buy, you will have been able to what? Leverage and make profit with that activity. So if we proceed now down to what happened the previous day, if we proceed down to this day here, let's say um we traded yesterday. I'm just giving you instances that we traded yesterday, right? Not today now. Today we've gotten opportunity for buy and we are out of the market, right? We want to trade what happened yesterday. What will have been our outcome? Now let's zoom in. When you zoom in, look at what happened here. That was, we will have, yesterday our target will have been this bullish candle. When you put your horizontal line on that bullish candle, please make sure you watch this video very well till the end. When you put your horizontal line on this bullish candle, which is the top of that day and the low of this bullish candle right here, you can see that candle. So when you do this analysis, right, as at yesterday, what will have been the opportunity? Now let's go to the 1 hour time frame. When you come to the 1 hour time frame, this we were talking about yesterday activity. Now can you see? So this point here was when price cleared liquidity, right? This was when price cleared the previous day liquidity, right? Then you can see price coming immediately. Price closed below it with full body and closed inside these two moving average. Then that is when you know that there's high tendency of price going down, right? That is when you know that there's high tendency of price going down. But we are not using the 1 hour as our area of entry. Rather, we are using the 15-minute time frame. So I know it will be very difficult for us to figure out this on 15 minutes, because it is more or less like 3 days activity behind. That is what we are going to this is it. Okay, let's go back. Now this is this is that day. That was the day before yesterday. Don't forget the requirement. Now This is price. This was the first spike that came in. Now we have price inside this point. Let me move it back a bit since I've seen what I want to do. All right. We have price around this point here, right? We have price at that point. Then our coming to our window 2, price was below the M50, right? But when you come to window 3, the condition was not met. Why did I say the condition was not met? We can clearly see that as at this first leg that came in, price indicates that there's still bullish momentum, because we can still see that the positive DI is strongly at the point of buy. And don't be surprised that maybe when this even came down, when this price came down already due to this spike, already where our our window 2 can be at this point, but we can't tell, because if you look very well, you see that all these activities here, all these moves here are the ones printed here, So it means price was already at the bottom at that point, and it is only a buy opportunity for us at that moment, right? But what do we notice? We only notice that our window 3 did not give us a clear confirmation for entry, unlike what we had initially when the whole thing was intact, right? So if you had opened sell, maybe price will have given you some kind of drawdown. That is why you really need to be patient to see all these things play out. So if you had taken this first move here, you might not enjoy your trade, right? Because if even though price closed inside our headline, right, and then price seems to be bullish here, then you can see that there is no way we will have said it was okay. And you will notice that immediately price has crossed above our minus 50 here. Can you see? So it means what this thing is telling us is very correct. So you taking sell, it is a 50-50 chance. It would have been more better to wait, because at this point it was still the very early hour of the day, right? So you could have exercised patience a little and see if price is going to bounce back into that zone and give you all the requirement needed. Now let's proceed further, because this strategy, you really need to be patient for you to get it clearly. So let's move forward. Now we notice again that price came back to the top. That was still the same day. Please don't forget, that was still the same day. Price seems to still be very, very bullish, because here price is up, here price is not printing towards the downside, rather giving us a buy move, right? So let's proceed. Now this time around, this is where the confirmation fully aligns. You will see that patience is the key in this game. Immediately this line cross above, this is your first confirmation. Price came back again and closed below. This time around, we can now see it clearly that price has even crossed below, not just the um negative 50, positive 50. Price has also crossed below negative 50. Now it is even safer for you to trade sell here, because the confirmation is now intact. Now this may take about 2-3 hours before all these things came to play. So you should always be patient to see a confirmation that you need for entry, right? So at the end of the day, what happened? Now, if you have taken your sell at this point, what will have been your chances? What will have been your chances? You see, you will have made much profit compared to what you experienced initially. Because if you are not that patient enough, your window one may give you confirmation. Yes, that price has crossed below the lines as usual, as we do say, price has cleared liquidity. But due to some kind of manipulation that price want to do, it didn't play out immediately. And already this third indicator has given you an insight why it didn't play out. Because I told you that when the positive DI, which is the green line, is above the 25 level, it means price is bullish. Until when the negative DI comes above, then it means price is bearish. So when you now have these three confirmation, the first one here, the second one here, and the third one here, then it now gives you a very high probability winning rate. So if you are going to do this thing, you should know that you need patience and you need to be very sure that what you need to enter the trade is intact. Exactly. So that is that. This applies to both forex market, both crypto market, and both synthetic market. You can use this approach to backtest both the forex market and the crypto market. So now, before I proceed further, I'm going to show you the settings right away. I'm going to come up and show you the settings for this strategy from the top to the bottom. So then you can go and practice it. Now, but just should in case you are finding it difficult to trade the synthetic market, the forex market, there is an opportunity for you here. Now, this is one of the accounts I traded, and it was as a result of the request from a new trader who was asking how much can he or she deposit into the synthetic market and trade. All right. So, for you to get it clearly and make something like this, like what you are seeing right here, then you need to have deep knowledge about forex trading, not just what I showed you earlier on the mobile strategy. What gives this result is not from that point, right? This entry or this analysis is not from the settings I just showed you now. This is the VIP settings. Now, either you are new or you are old, I have a video in place already which is going to enlighten you on how to approach the market, right? How to trade the right way, how to raise little equity with the pairs that has low volatility to get massive results like this. Exactly. Now, this account is a deposit of I think the what we deposited here was just $30. I can see it. So it was just to educate somebody, and it was just a single trade that gave us all this result you are seeing here. You can see that it was a deposit of 30, and just it we made 100% back, more than 100% back ASAP. So if you want something like this, then don't hesitate to check the description below. You see my WhatsApp number there. You'll be able to chat me, then and you join the VIP mentorship class. Exactly. So that being said, now let me go back and show you the settings for this particular mobile strategy. Now click on this icon here. When you click on that icon, it will take you to the window indicators home. The first indicator we have there is the alligator. Now in your alligator, make sure that the job period is 15. Check the settings all the way down. The lips period, which is this one here, is also 15, right? Then the shift can be 2. Make sure it's exponential. Then when you come down to the style, right, the jaw style should be 4 pixel. Use any color of your choice, while the lip style should be 4 pixel as well. Use any color of your choice. Now the teeth pixel or the teeth style should be your background color, and make sure that you use 1 pixel. Then you click on save or done. Now the next one is the Bollinger Band. The Bollinger Band should be the period of 50, right? The deviation should be 0.0 10, shift 0, apply to close. Then you can use any style or color of your choice. Exactly. You click on save again. Then we move down to window 1. For you to get this window 1, you come down to your main chart. You click on RSI, Relative Strength Index. When you click on Relative Strength Index, these are the parameters. Your period should be 1, apply to close. We don't need a style, so it should be on your background color, right? Background color. So when it's in your background color, then all we need here is levels. Now, we need level 25, level 80, level 10, and level 90. Exactly. So you can use any color as your style. Now, when price get to approach level 25 and level 10 and level 25, we'll be looking for a buy setup for that day. All what we'll be looking for is if there's buy setup, right? If there's buy setup, and when the price is around the level 80, level 90, we'll be looking for sell setup based on the analysis we did from the daily time frame. Then you click save. Now, the next indicator you're going to add, you're not going to add it from the main chart. You're going to click the F plus icon in your window 1. So when you click the F plus icon in your window 1, you look for CCI, which is the commodity channel index. The parameters are this: period should be 50, apply to close, right? You can use any style for the color, make sure it's 4 pixels. Then the levels, this is where we need level. We need positive 50, that means 50, then minus 50, 100, minus 100, right? So when price cross above minus 50, this is when we'll be looking for buy setup based on what we have on our main chart. Exactly. Then if you are looking for sell setup, when price cross below positive 50, then we will check for sell process, because when price cross below positive 50, it has start indicating that there is momentum towards the down, but we still need to add the two other parameters before taking our sell or entry in the lower time frame. So then the last one you're going to add is the ADX. So the ADX, you put it, period should be 15. Your style, the first one, leave it on your background color. Your positive DI should be green, or your negative DI should be red. The positive DI simply stands for buy. When price is above the 25 level, because you have level here, make sure you put it level 25. So when this green line is above level 25, then we anticipate for buy. And if we want to sell and the positive line is above 25, it means there's still more pressure for price to go up. So in such situation, you ignore your entry for that moment. Then negative DI means sell. In that case, we are looking for only sell scenario. Exactly. Then once you are done, you click save. So when you do everything, your chart look exactly like this. Now, due to time factor, I will have tried to check for Forex pairs, but time will not permit me. I don't want this video to be too much longer. You can do that on your own. Make sure you watch it from the beginning till the end. And don't forget that if you want to make something like this, growing $15, $20 to over $100, then just check my DM, the description below. You see my WhatsApp number. There's a video in place where I will analyze everything for you, teach you all the necessary things you need, and how you can grow a little account, and tell you the secret of how price can move from a point to another point and the reasons behind it. This one is a teaching, not just talking about indicators alone. So please make sure you check and then chat me up. Exactly. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed.